NORWALKers. We're going to tease our episode with Ryan Long this week by having Ryan help us answer a listener email. Now, Ryan, you get to pick.
Ryan hasn't seen these.
Oh, but
yet.
you're going to read them. You're going to read.
I'm going to give you the subject lines. You're going to pick the one you want us to read and answer.
And then you're going to give advice with us.
Subject line number 1: BF came inside me without permission. Number 2:
wild thing to do.
Am I self-sabotaging or just not that into him? And number 3: is my boyfriend's cummy underwear evidence of cheating?
Sabotage sounds like more of a meaty fucking topic.
Nice. Okay.
Let's get ready to rumble.
Hi, Corinne and Krystyna. It's me again. I've written into you guys at least 5 times. Uh-oh. Let's get the best advice, non-biased advice, so I'm back for more. Hopefully it's been helping.
Please keep in mind it's very biased by our life experiences.
Oh, 100%. Not sure if you'd remember, but one of my emails was about having to take out a restraining order against my ex after he found out where I worked.
Oh, yeah, I do remember that.
And he called into a place a complaint on me at my job after we'd been broken up for 2 years, during which he constantly made fake accounts to harass and threatened to shoot me. Oh, that's not legal. Chad would know. Ultimately, that restraining order didn't get granted. Yay, justice system. But thankfully, I haven't heard from him ever again. That is useful to know. I feel because that was my last boyfriend. We dated for almost 5 years, and I'm severely traumatized in many ways. I've been single for 4 years now, and it's honestly been the best thing to ever happen to me. About 2 weeks ago,
4 years?
4 years, yeah. So she hasn't dated anybody for 4 years after that 5-year relationship because she was scarred. Maybe. I don't know. About 2 weeks ago, a guy that I know casually from the bar my best friend works at asked me on a date, like a real planned dinner date, in parentheses, a bunch of exclamation points. And I had the best time. And we've gone on a few dates since then while also hanging out with our friend group of mutual friends throughout. The conversations with him never have awkward silences. We don't disagree about much, including abortion, gun rights, and police, because all of that was very important to me, for me to know from the get-go. He never has shied away from talking about more deep things, and I feel so effortlessly comfortable when I'm with him. We have the same sense of sarcastic humor, but he also goes out of his way to make sure I know he was fucking with me if he says something mean, which is never really ever even mean. He comes to pick me up for a date and knocks on my door when he arrives. He holds doors open for me. He plays with my dog. The sex is super bomb as well. So where's the issue? I think it's me. Now that it's been a little over a week since our first date, wow, it's only been a week. It just seems like a lifetime. I have found myself pulling away, spending much more time at home by myself, which is not a bad thing at all. But now I'm having thoughts about how he's not my type. Okay. I typically have always wanted a guy that is bigger than me, taller, buffer, and this guy is. Well, not. Okay, this guy is not. He's exactly my same height, but I am definitely the athletic one out of the two of us. I work out at a lot more. I highly prioritize.
Now we know why he's so nice.
Yeah. Because he's out of shape, and highly prioritize my physical health as it coincides with my mental health. He's checked off so many other boxes that I'm wondering if I'm being shallow or simply self-sabotaging my way out of something great. I do have a history of doing that. I think about him almost all of the time, and I look forward to seeing him, and I truly enjoy being around him. The literal only issue is that in my ideal partner, in quotes, they are taller and buffer than me. Am I being the asshole? Also, I think Corinne would like to know that my tarot deck has nothing but great things to say about this new relationship.
I would not like to know.
She wouldn't want to know that that's a wrong read.
I would like not. I love tarot, but if you are only giving your advice based on tarot, you've lost your fucking mind.
Thank you for reading and any advice in advance. A very loyal.
Round 1. Fight.
What do you think, Brian?
Okay, so me first.
Yeah, you first.
I think that this, to some degree, girls think that they want different things than they actually want.
Mm-hmm.
So she listed off all the things that she wants, which was like essentially a complacent guy that just gets bitched around by her. And then like
very on brand.
And it was kind of, am I wrong? She's like, oh, this guy does all the things. He has all the opinions, whether he does or not, he says he does. And, kind of agreed with her on everything that she said and made her feel like that. And it's like, girls think they want that more than they do. And then, her other thing is like, oh, I actually want a guy that's bigger than me, but also like a bitch.
I'll meet a bigger bitch.
Well, she's kind of, really, it's like, to some degree, it's like a description of, every girl thinks that they want a guy that just like agrees with them on everything and, kind of doesn't push back and is like
doesn't challenge them.
Yeah, doesn't challenge them. Yeah,
I want to be challenged.
That's my least favorite thing. That's why I like dating people who like have like the complete opposite opinion.
But I think that a lot of people think that they don't. To me, this sounds a little bit like that. It's like, if I bet you a girl like this would be like, I want all those things. I'd be like, no, you don't. You think you do. So to me, there's a bit of that in there where it's like, she's like, well, why, you know, there isn't this kind of like spark, and she's now looking for why. So she doesn't feel like if this guy was,
She can't justify the lack
if this
of
guy
spark.
looked the same, but I bet you he was, you know, exerting a little more like power to her.
Right.
I bet you she would.
You're blaming it on the height.
She's
but
looking
it's something
backwards.
deeper than
She
that.
goes, she's like not feeling completely like it's not quite there.
right.
And then now she's looking
And sometimes
backwards.
it's hard to justify lack of a spark, so you got to go, sure.
Oh, it's probably this thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
So she's kind of looking backwards, whereas, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, because sometimes, a lot of times, girls will want to like a guy. Like,
Exactly.
you're great and you're nice and you're kind and you and I want to like you. What the fuck? I don't. And
because their opinion of the way that they want to see themselves is not exactly in line with the truth. So they're like, I would like to see myself as I have this guy that's this and this and this, but unfortunately,
Right.
that's not necessarily all what they actually want.
I think also the concept of checking a lot of boxes. Do you think that? Do you like when you meet a girl to date? Like, do you have boxes you want her to check?
No, I don't necessarily think of it like that. No.
How do you think of it?
Because there's different packages. I think of
Ain't
it
that
more
the
like
truth?
packages. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
So it's like a lot of qualities come with other qualities. Like,
Right,
you know
like a
what I
gift
mean?
basket. There's going to be some things you don't want.
Every person's a basket. Like even like hotness is a part of a basket that has negative qualities.
Yeah. It's one
'cause
Easter egg.
You
in
have
the
to
basket.
deal with all the other guys hitting on her.
Yeah.
or with her like being
Busyness is,
Yeah.
you know, like success is a basket. Like you want to, I'm sure a girl wants a guy that has like lots of money, but like that most of the time, that also means that guy's fairly unavailable. Like they're just, so everything's sort of like a
Yeah,
basket.
is this a basket you want to
Don't you think so? A little?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Because no one's perfect.
So I think that this girl's working backwards, and I think that maybe, I don't know, because there is women that are like, I want this, and I have this like thing that I'm manifesting of exactly what I want, and then they get it, and then it's fine. You know what I mean?
Oh,
So some girls
sometimes-
do operate like that, but sometimes people are like, they make a list of things that the amount of times guys have like, the girl will be like, this is the guy I'm into, and it's like, yeah, you're actually not, and that's never the guy that like fucking gets you.
So
You've never seen that?
There's a hero.
You've never seen a girl be like,
look
this is
inside your heart.
a list of things that like I want in a guy, and you go, I've never seen you with that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm still looking for him.
Or whatever. Like that's
Now you're just trolling us on our own show.
Round 2. Fight!
Sometimes when a woman feels like good in a dynamic, it doesn't feel right because there's not a push and pull that she's used to. So sometimes it could be that.
That's what I was thinking when I
Like, this is
heard
too
this.
good. When is the other shoe going to drop? And to her, she's like, I don't know. Is the shoe that he's short?
Yeah, like it could be that she's just not interested in this guy, and just because someone checks all the boxes, as you say, does not mean that when those checked boxes come together, it creates a personality that is interesting, intriguing, or sexual to you in any way.
Yeah, you got
that's just like a loose list of qualities.
the checked boxes has nothing to do with the energy between you and
a
another
lot
person.
on paper with
Absolutely
this girl.
zero. Yeah. And which a lot of women get caught up with, like the good on paper kind of thing, which I have too. Like I get it. Yeah.
Part of it could be though what Krystyna was saying, that it's like she has only, and especially because we know the backstory and we've read emails from this listener before, because we know
Tumultuous is comfortable.
what she knows is so toxic that something that's not toxic feels boring. And
Right.
I've definitely
too.
experienced that, where I've had these toxic relationships, but they were so exciting.
Yeah.
So when you have something that's healthy, it feels really monotonous and boring. Oh, you texted me again today? You texted me yesterday too.
But some girls do. It's like some girls do want a little bit of that.
About
Like it's not.
of monotony.
No, the opposite. Like, you know what I mean? That
little
might
toxicity?
be that might be a box
Sprinkle
that
a
you're
little
not.
toxicity?
Yeah, that you don't realize you want.
Yeah,
Like,
so
you know what
so I think that's a good point, that there could be like some shameful boxes that we would never admit to ourselves that we like, but like
and when you can't admit it to yourself, you got
yeah,
an
like
issue.
I think it is like something to
little bit
that you
of
have to work
drama.
through. Like, yeah, I do like I don't want to be in a relationship where I never get in a fight with my partner.
Yeah, right. Because the more you fight,
Boring.
Sometimes when you fight, you like get to know each other better.
Yeah. And then also the height thing reminded me of this book that I haven't finished reading because I was reading it during quarantine and I was like, I can't do all of these things during quarantine because I'm not around people. But Calling in the One talks, the kind of like one of the major themes of that book is that we so often have an aesthetic picture of who our partner is going to be in our mind that we will miss our partner when we meet them. In the book, it's because the author is white.
You're so married to these versions.
She had just, because that's who she is, had imagined that her partner would be white when in fact he is a black man. Her soulmate's a black man, and he was in her life all along, but she just never saw him as a possible romantic partner because she was so hung up on this
picture she had in her head.
This picture that she had concocted long before she got to know it.
Guys never, I don't think the one has ever been in a man's vocabulary.
The 1 and 2 and 3, you know?
And I'm correct. Thanks for joining us, Ryan. We really appreciate it.
Yeah. All right.
Listen to the
Okay.
listen to the full episode wherever you listen to podcasts, or stay right here and watch the full episode on YouTube. Thanks. Bye.